It is the Jim and Terry Show coming to you from the Hobbit Hole Studio in Bob Cajun. I'm one of your hosts, Retired Guy Terry.
And I'm the other retired guy, the Jim.
Retired Guy Jim. This is the Retired Guy Show. And we're going to talk about things that we have heard, like we would if we gathered at Tim Hortons or...
Around the fire.
Around the fire, yeah, because you got your fire open already.
What was it, my fire?
Outdoor fireplace.
Debbie's fireplace, which I took to Thomas's. So finally the weather broke and we could pull that fireplace and light it and put the chairs around it.
And you mean weather broke?
We actually had snacks around it.
So you cooked on it as well?
No, I didn't cook on it this time, but we cook all summer.
Oh, you brought your snacks to the fire pit with you.
It was hors d'oeuvres, it's actually the
finger
wonderful
foods?
Shrimp in a nest. Shrimp in a nest. And she has a hot air heater. So
an air fryer.
Yeah, air fryer, that's right. And so we did that. They're delicious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, here's to the barbecue fire pit season.
It feels good to get back into the sun on your face, and had to maybe keep my hood on, but
I never thought you got outside. I thought you
almost not all the time. Yeah.
Okay. Your area where you live is snow free?
Oh no, snow free, but almost snow free. Not as much as you. I looked. You made me turn around.
Yeah, I did. I didn't mean to break your neck.
And I thought, yuck, you still got wind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's deep out there. It's well, we're getting there. I keep on going to the backyard to see how the creek is, because with the warmer weather will come a sudden melt, and that creek will just. I told you last year it kind of overflowed its banks for the first time in 20 some odd years.
Ever since you've been here, I've been blown away with that creek. When it gets dry, we'll have to walk out there again because it flows like a maniac in the spring.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Completely dries up in the summer.
Yeah, it's just a seasonal creek.
Euphrates. It's the Euphrates.
Oh, maybe it's because I go out there with my staff like Moses and I got my stone pillars and there's the marker. We can walk across the water right there. Yeah, well, that's the way it felt when you go across a dry creek bed. You're walking on water.
Yeah, I guess.
Hypothetical water.
But I find it amazing because it really does. You'd never know that it's.
You'd never know that. I never knew there was a creek back there. I wondered when we bought the place, what's back there? It was in the lush greenery. Could hardly move back there. It was so thick with underbrush. But then I found the creek, and then I wondered. So it's been my place of photographs.
There's a novel.
There's a novel.
The Man Who Found the Creek.
The Man Who Found the Creek.
The Hidden Creek.
The man who made a bed out of a dry creek. The man who found stones in... I don't know where we're going with this. Let's talk about space, because Artemis...
No, that's not the space song.
One of these days, Alice, boom, to the moon. Jackie Gleason.
Well, I think it's great. I was actually at a church thing last night, and I missed it. One of the people there had it on their phone so the children could watch, and then they got a phone call in the middle of
and they lost
the launch. So I went and saw the replay.
Yes.
I find this stuff kind of exciting. Of course, you know me. I want them to go around the moon and say, "There's a base there. There's a base." But they're going to be seeing the lit up side of the far side of the moon. First humans ever to see that.
The far side of the moon?
Yeah, first humans to ever see that.
Well, I thought when the crew went down to the planet and Neil Armstrong stepped off, that was in the light, but that craft went around the moon. It was orbiting the moon.
And it was dark side.
Yeah, they went around to the dark side.
So the dark side was dark. This time the dark side's going to be lit up by the sun.
Okay.
The dark side gets light.
Yes.
It's just don't see it.
No, we don't see it because it's in a stationary orbit. It doesn't rotate, so we always see the same face of the moon.
So they're going to see the moon lit up on the dark side.
The dark side will be lit.
So I hope they take all kinds of pictures.
Well, I think...
it looks like they're just going around and coming back, eh? Not even orbiting. I think they're just going around it and coming back.
Yeah, well, isn't there one complete circumnavigation?
I hope something.
Okay. Well, for me... It was awesome because I love space. I love exploration. It was awesome because it's NASA, not SpaceX. But still, when they showed the Artemis spacecraft and they showed you SpaceX, there's a big difference.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at the power of this Artemis rocket. It's dwarfed by SpaceX.
Yes.
The SpaceX rocket is bigger than that. And I don't know if you saw the astronauts walking out and stopping at the bottom of the Artemis rocket.
No, I didn't see that part.
It was awesome. I mean, the thing is huge, and I'm saying to myself, how can anything be huger than that? And getting on top of it, right? So it just blows me away. I like space exploration just because of all the imaginations, but also they achieve a lot for mankind. They do.
Yeah.
And without it, I don't think people are quite aware of all the one of these days we're going to have to look it up, and we'll do a list of all the things that space
all the science
exploration,
applications, engineering
all the
applications
things
that have
they've,
gone
like,
to the consumer.
artificial hearts, all kinds of stuff because of the space program. But they did have a little problem this morning, eh?
No, I didn't know.
Actually, they fixed it last night. It
Was it the...
It was a major part. Well, they had trouble with Uranus.
Which one? There are 4 of them up there.
The toilet.
Okay.
The toilet broke. It didn't break. It wasn't functioning, but they fixed it. It was probably
Okay.
a Canadian guy that got that done.
Put some duct tape on it, and we're good to
So
go.
So it's fixed. So they're on their way. They'll be on their. They're probably on their way now, or maybe in another hour. They'll slingshot. And I was wondering if they feel the thrust because, well, they'll feel the thrust. They have to because it's going to be, I think, the last rocket blast.
I don't know how much they would feel because they've got 4 huge solar panels that are extended already.
Yeah, but well, what do you
So
think?
if
they would break off with a lunge forward?
Yeah.
Maybe not in a
I don't
vacuum
know.
of space. I don't know, but without it, like lots of satellites, they'll orbit the Earth or whatever planet, and I wonder if they feel that motion, that sling.
That acceleration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you think they do?
I think by definition, acceleration is something you experience. You feel it. You can't.
You would think so.
Yeah, because
All
it's
the
pushing.
movies show it.
All the movies. That's why I was talking about the Martian. And did he not feel the acceleration? He's out in space, and when he puts his finger the hole in, he starts zipping around.
Yeah.
So that's acceleration in the vacuum of space.
So it's going to be neat. They're doing a few things that are new. It's obviously first time a black man, a woman.
The crew and a Canadian.
And a Canadian. First time that's happening. They're going to go faster and further than any human being has ever been. So.
Oh, so the destination is at a distance?
Yeah, it's going to be one of those orbits that go out.
Yes.
So they're going to go further than any human. Because don't forget, with the whole Artemis program, they're going to be having that, what do you call that orbit? Where it goes out wide, comes in, swings, goes out wide, comes in, swings. So it's not tight around.
Right.
It goes out and comes back. So I guess that's why they're
Well, it's an
doing
elliptical orbit. So it comes close at one point and uses the Earth or the moon in this case, to accelerate, and then it goes out.
Yeah, so that's the type of orbit I believe they're going to have.
But they're only going to do it once, you said.
Well, but that's the way it's going to be with the whole gateway.
I heard there's no gateway being planned.
Well, that's the way it was going to be then. Thank you.
Sorry, have you heard?
I heard the gateway wasn't going to be happening either.
Yeah, so what's going on with that?
Well, I'm wondering if just because the SpaceX, if they go with SpaceX, that's a space station. One rocket's a space station.
I wonder why they are sending Orion, the space capsule.
Well, the space capsule is going to attach. It's going to orbit. And they're going to transfer into either SpaceX or Blue Origin, either one of them, and that'll take them to the surface. Then they'll come back when a crew's exchanged, back up into the capsule. The capsule will come back.
So the point of the capsule, when you've got
I don't know why there is
SpaceX
a
sitting
point.
there,
I don't
the
know why there's a
Starship,
point to the capsule.
There's no point to the whole thing except that Jared, whatever his name is, who went testing out the SpaceX flight suit, he's now in charge of NASA.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about
the
probably merits.
Pay all this somewhere, Terry, because he loved Trump too, doesn't he?
He does. He does love Trump, and that. Well, you said they're going to do something. They want to get on the surface of the moon in Trump's next 3 years.
Yeah.
Because it has to be done while he's president, so he can put his name on it.
And that leaves me with great concern. because the whole idea about everything Trump touches dies. So my concern is, in order to appease this president, they may cut corners, and I hope that doesn't happen.
Well, let's hope not. Have you heard the Jim and Terry Show talking about Artemis II? They're up and away. We'll talk to you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's complicated, this relationship I have with my